It is going to be a match for the ages. It's the Dunk Tank. But before we introduce today's teams, let's take a moment for today's player profile.
Profile.
Dylan and Cole Sprouse have not always been twins. It sounds shocking, but it's true. Dylan was an only child for 15 minutes.
One thing I have overcome, as you know, we are twins, but while I was a single child for 15 minutes, I was very happy man. Those were the days. And now I'm saddened. But I got over it, and I'm a happy living guy now. Happy sometimes when Cole doesn't annoy me.
Dylan came to accept life as a twin, but meanwhile, his brother would continue to experience a different kind of hardship. One that would stick with him his whole life.
A challenge I had to overcome, and I'm still trying to overcome, is the fact that every day he brings up that he's 15 minutes older than me. So, it's always his birthday 15 minutes earlier than mine. He gets cake 15 minutes earlier. Do you know what that's like?
In the eyes of Dylan, Cole's burden was his blessing, and as they grew up, he would always remind his younger brother that he was the mature one.
I feel more mature in every way. Pretty much, you know. I wear deodorant, and I actually have armpit hair, and he doesn't yet. And you didn't have to bring that up.
Despite the 15 minutes that separate these twins, the bond of brotherhood has become a bridge to a better tomorrow. Jiminy Christmas, who writes this? It's a lot of B's in a row. Bridge, better.
Even though we are 15 minutes apart, the main important thing is that we're brothers and we stick together and watch each other's back. That's right.
What an amazing story. If that's not inspiration, I don't know what is.
All right, now let's introduce tonight's lineups.
Throwing for the red team, it's Captain Zach the Enforcer Efron and the always chillin' Dylan Sprouse. And in the hot seat, it's the man with the plan, Moises Arias.
Representing for the blue team, it's Team Captain Brenda. Sing me a victory song. And Jason, the Duke of Earls. And taking the plunge, it's the twin who's here to win, Cole Sprouse.
Throwing the heat for the green team, it's lightning arm Lucas Grabeel and the marvelous Miley Cyrus. And the big dog himself, Kyle Roof Massey.
All right, let's see if we can get a few words with the players before the contest commences. So, let's go to Brian!
Thank you, Phil! So, gentlemen, I did a little temperature test, and it's pretty cold in there. How you feeling about that?
I'm feeling great. You know what? Cold awakens your inner spirit. Yes, you're right. Totally right.
That is a good attitude going in. How are you feeling?
Oh, man, I'm already cold standing in the... Man, I'm scared.
All right. Well, I understand why you would be. It is freezing in there. But good luck. Back to you, Phil.
Thank you, Brian. Stay tuned because the Dunk Tank is coming up.
Hi, Phil.
Hi.
Don't go anywhere. The first ever Disney Channel Games continues all night long.
We're back at the DC Games, and our main event is the Dunk Tank. Now it's time for our first matchup of the night. Heading to the tank for the big blue, it's Cole Sprouse. And throwing for the red team, it's Zac Efron. And Cole is entering the dunk tank. As we speak, Zac Efron getting ready to throw the ball.
Okay. This is an event based on hair, I think, Phil. It's a lot of really good hair.
And if the hair does get wet, then it turns into bad hair.
There you go, bad hair. Let's see if Zac can produce bad hair.
Let's see what happens. He's got one ball that was a little high and away. Let's see what he does here.
But he really is relaxed out there, Phil. Oh, that was,
look at him. So relaxed, he puts Cole right into the drink.
One more try.
But Cole Sprouse does not seem to be two-faced. He's getting back up, wanting more. There's the replay.
Yes, I saw that replay. It was very dramatic stuff right there, that footage.
What you got, man?
Cole is just ready for more, and Zach is getting the crowd going
I have
here.
a feeling about this. I really don't. There it is. Zach was really in a zone there, Phil. He really got into that dunk tank zone. Not many athletes can get there. I have a question for you, Phil.
Ask away.
The team that Zach's on, why do they call it the red team?
Okay, let's move on.
Zach comes up with a deuce for the Big Red. Next up on the mound, it's Moises Arias versus the blue team's Cole Sprouse.
Here we go.
Here we
now,
go.
Phil, you'll notice
Yes.
that Cole is already wet. Now, this is a huge advantage for Cole because he's already wet.
What you got, Moises? You got nothing.
Right, but doesn't he sit a little bit heavier on the plank because he is already
Yes,
wet?
I do. I think he's a little waterlogged. So, Phil, I have a question for you. The team that Cole is on, why do they call it the blue team?
Okay, let's move on.
This is not looking good for Moises. He's got one more attempt here to try to get Cole in the drink, and he failed. That's 0 for 3. 0 for...
Didn't connect, Moises. Take a look at the replay. We'll see Moises. He wasn't too far off.
Oh, and there's a slow motion taunt.
Now throwing for the red team, it's Don't Call Me Bob, Dylan Sprouse. Throwing against his brother, Cole Sprouse.
Oh, now this is very exciting here. This is family versus family, brother versus brother,
Twin versus
good
twin.
hair versus good hair.
Exactly. And you know, Dylan is just waiting to get Cole into the water.
You can actually see the drool coming out of Dylan's mouth. He's so excited to get his brother
So
wet.
both of them are waterlogged.
Now, see that little focus technique he used there? Yeah, that goes back to 1952 dunk tank champion Ralph Ralferson. That was curious to me.
What's that?
Did it look like it hit the ball hit the square there?
I don't know. I wasn't watching.
Conspiracy, Phil. Conspiracy.
Dylan gets one big hit against his bro and tallies up another point for the red team. The red team sets the bar with 3 hits in our first round of action. Stay tuned. The Big Blues up next against the Green Machine. Oh, it's freezing right here. More good times from the DC Games dunk tank is coming up.